catch on the big third down out there in the team drill. What you see on that play, kind of like you had to kind of like stay alive for him a little bit, and then he found you.
Yeah, just like a open or not type read. Just sit it down if you need to, if there's space, and that's all it was. Caleb found me, did a good job finding me. We converted, which is always what you're trying to do on third down.
Tested throughout the spring, just having to kind of watch a lot more than you want to. What's this week been like, getting back into full football action?
Oh, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to finally be out here with the guys. Just working every day, continuing to get better. You can't ask for much more. So yeah, the process, learned a lot throughout the process, obviously, and became a better man. I'm just excited to be out here and work with my team.
I know the target was for you to be ready by the start of camp. Did you feel the whole way like you were going to make it, or was it kind of nip and tuck there for a while?
Yeah, I had full trust in the training staff, the coaching staff, myself, everyone around me in my circle that we were going to get it done. And things happen, they happen. You adjust on the fly, and everything worked out, and it's heading in the right direction, so it's good.
From a mental perspective, did you feel comfortable during that ramp-up period?
Yeah, for sure. I've been even physically not being able to be out there in the spring. Just been diving into the playbook, taking the mental reps, like I've said. It's just it's one thing to go out there and run them and do it. So still, I'm working every day to get better, be perfect. Obviously, perfection's tough, but working every day to do that. I think it's going to come up on the way, but just learning from those things and not letting it happen again.
Colston, Ben's talked a lot about the details about alignment and stuff like that, and the things that you missed out on, but not being out there full go during the offseason. How did you get up to speed on everything you needed to do for the details there that Ben's obviously looking for?
Yeah, I'm sitting in the same meetings everyone's sitting in, getting coached the same way everyone's getting coached. So, yeah, not really different at all. I'm just not being out there. But like I said, taking mental reps and just seeing and learning in the meetings, it's definitely helped.
Ben was already complimenting your blocking. How's your shoulder feeling, I guess, when it comes to that, and how do you feel about your blocking as part of your game?
Shoulder feels great. And that's what we're asked to do as tight ends, especially in this offense. You're not just going to be a pass catching tight end or a run blocking tight end. You're going to be asked to do it all. And you wouldn't want it any other way. It feels good. Obviously, I got a lot to improve. There's really good defensive players on the other side of the ball as well, especially on our team. So it's great runs in practice. It's good competition, and just blessed to be out there to be able to do it.
Were you slightly concerned when you would take a hit or roll on the ground that you might be, feel it in ways that you didn't expect, and then maybe just seeing it, you maybe have gained some confidence that you're okay?
I wouldn't even say scared. It's just getting used to falling on it again. It feels good. I feel like falling on it kind of helping, just getting it back acclimated to football. And it feels great.
Also, what do you credit your route running ability to?
I'd say a lot of things. I grew up kind of playing receiver throughout my life. Shout out to my older brother, who's a receiver. He helped me a lot with that. And then my coaches throughout the years, high school coaches, college coaches, now NFL coaches, they've all had a big part of it, and it's helped for sure.
You had a moment yet, like this week or since camp started, where you're like, oh, this translates to the NFL?
I feel like every time we're out there, something's translating. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's football. It's very detailed football, and it's at the highest level. So you're going against better competition, and we all know that. But at the end of the day, it's just go out there and do what you've been doing your whole life, and just make plays, go have fun, do the right thing, be detailed, and so I feel like a lot of that translates for sure.
You're getting balls from all three quarterbacks. Have you done anything to kind of just ingratiate yourself? They all seem to have confidence in you and want to give you the ball.
Yeah, the quarterback room, I love that room. They're all great, super good dudes, great football players. And as tight ends, you want to be the security blanket for anyone. It doesn't really matter who's throwing the ball. So that's just whoever's throwing it. Whenever it's in the air, you want to come down with it. And
There was the throw over the middle yesterday. I think it was 25 was on you, and you had to go up and get it. What is your catch radius like? And do you imagine that that's one of your strengths here?
I'd say that's a strength for sure. Like I said, being a tight end, you want to be that security blanket. So if the old saying, if you can touch it, you can catch it. That's most of the time stands true, and that's how you want it to be. Like today, I dropped one. So those ones you wish you could get back, but you just got to learn from them and continue to get better.
What do you learn about how Ben may use you and Cole together, and how that could be an advantage for you, a disadvantage for defenses that you're going to face this year?
Cole's a stud. A lot of our tight ends in the room are studs. It's just, right now we're just working, putting in the whole offense, running the plays, getting plays ran, getting the reps. And you know, whatever the coaches ask us to do, we're gonna go out there and do it the best of our ability. You know, whatever we gotta do to win games is what we're gonna do. So.
Coach, y'all had an individual period today where the tight ends are working with the tackles, it's working on combos, communications. How's that translating over to team periods, especially considering that there's a battle for that left tackle spot going on?
Yeah, that's huge. You know, the sayings, you know, Indy to RVA or Indy to, you know, perfect plays to team. So it all has to translate. So that's great work, and I'm glad we're able to do that. And you know, we got some good big tackles that are staying in double teams firm, so it helps us for sure. But yeah, that works, great work, and you know, continue to do that for sure.
So I know you're kind of living this moment right now, but how do you set sort of micro goals for yourself for each stage of camp as you get ready for your first season?
Yeah, right now for me, I'm just worried about the present. You know, your preparation for the next day. Obviously, you got to know the installs. You got to plan ahead. But right now, I think as a team, we're all just in the moment, attacking each you know, meeting, each play, each whatever it may be, with the full ability, with our full ability, and that's the main thing. Just stay in the moment and just attack everything we're doing right now. Do 100% at it, and then you know, good things will happen.
Outside of quarterback, coming in as a rookie tight end might be the toughest position to learn on offense because y'all required to do so much. But you was even more, right? Because you got some receiver responsibilities. Rome said the other day that the receivers are being kind of cross-trained to learn all the spots. Are they doing any of that with you so you can play more outside or more, you know, in a receiver role?
As an offense, they teach us to learn conceptually, you know, because their formations will be out wide, receivers will be in tight, doing tight end things. So the easiest way to do it is just learn conceptually, learn the formations as a whole, learn the plays as a whole. So you know, we're in a call-up period. He calls something maybe we never ran before. You already know what's going on. So yeah, I think that's a big thing, and that's a great thing about this offense is you can be anywhere, receiver, tight end, running back. So being able to just learn the whole offense and be put in positions maybe you weren't put in, that's a blessing for sure.
Colston,
A couple more, please.
Colston, Ben has an experience with coaching tight ends specifically, you know, that's where kind of he started at the NFL level. Do you feel like he understands the position maybe a little bit more, even though he's the head coach and understands how to kind of integrate that position into this offense?
Yeah, he's obviously a great head coach. Knows a lot about football, and I don't think it's just the tight end position. But yeah, he knows ball, and he knows it at a very high level. So anything he says or implements, you know, we got full trust to know whatever he's doing or saying, it's gonna work. And as long as we go out there and execute it, so we got full trust in him, and we're behind him all the way.
When you say that you guys are learning the offense conceptually, are they testing you? Like, do they test you guys on like something that, you know, might not be your position, but you got to know like, hey, what this guy's doing?
Yeah, like it kind of goes back to what I said. Like, let's say we have a call-up period, so you know you got no clue what's getting called. That's just how it is. They call formation. Maybe you're running a route you haven't ran before, so that's just an example of it. So yeah, just staying in the playbook. You know, continue to work each and every day. Study the game, and then so that way when you go out there, it's just second nature.
How much harder is it to learn this offense than what you were learning in Michigan? Like, is it just a huge leap for you?
It's a new offense, you know. So obviously, like terminology is new, everything's new. There's some things that carry over for sure. But I got a great group of guys around me, great room, great offense, and great coaches that just help and make it a lot easier. You know, there's little keys in the offense to where it's like, oh, okay, you can pick that up a little easier. So yeah, just great people around you. That also helps to understand the playbook for sure.
Conceptual, like high level, learning the whole offense, is that something new to you or is that something you've done before in different places?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it's new for sure. I think in college I was kind of the same way. That's how we were taught, just learn conceptually. That way you could play wherever. So I think that's definitely helped. It's just again just understanding this offense and learning, working every day just to become really confident. So there's no MAs, no mistakes at all.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, appreciate you.
What's up, y'all?
All right.
What you eating, man?
Chips and some kind of sandwich.
Okay.
Y'all been in a lot of dive lately, having Jo out there with y'all. What does that allow y'all to do schematically, and then how does that change specifically your responsibilities?
Schematically, it just allows us to match up better, fit the look that we want to get or whatever we think the offense is trying to do. The matchup wise, and then for me, schematically, nothing really. Just allow me to do whatever, or let anyone be wherever and adjust to whatever we need to.
Kind of the spring, BA talked about kind of wanting to get creative with you and utilize you in different areas. What were those discussions like for you when just trying to figure out the number of different ways that he plans to utilize you?
Just letting there not be really a limit on anything that I can do. We have talked about a bunch of different things, so every day is just learning more on the whole defense. So I will say definitely like now it feels fun to like for me to know everything and everyone's responsibility, who's there, who's helping, who don't got help. If I need to be able to switch to outside, free safety, strong safety, like having that ability, I think is really fun. And for me, I just think it's fun in my next step in my level, my own game, to be able to do anything and everything. So that's just exciting.
How the defense is looking out there right now, it seems like you guys are very comfortable with the system already. Do you guys feel like you're ahead of schedule with where DA expected you to be, or do you feel like you're just right on track right now?
I think everyone's really smart. So in this defense, everyone's able to pick up everything really fast, and I think it just comes down to iron out the details, detail after detail, and just keeping that standard that we have. And so I think everyone catching on very easily. I don't think it's very tough for everybody. It's just honing on those details. When you're tired, making sure that you're being intentional with your technique and assignment stuff like that. So I think just day in and day out, like we're just getting better and better every day. So it's really fun to be in this defense.
We've heard so much about the leadership and the intangibles and things like that, but the last 2 days when you guys have had padded practices, he's looked really good on the field. What has he shown you or brought to your defensive line?
Who did you say?
Grady.
Oh, Grady. Oh, energy. He's loud every single time. He's one of the he's 10. In year 10? 11. He's hustling the ball. You watch all the film. He's one of the first guys running. Like his motor hasn't stopped, and I think it's just motivating to see that he practices everything he preaches, and to have a vet come in and lead the way like that and show by example, not only words, is just motivating to everybody.
What is getting the contract extension meant for you?
I mean, I'm grateful for it. Very happy. I really don't even think about it a lot because I really just think about this next season that we're gonna have. I really don't think about it at all, to be honest, because I feel like I got to go out there and earn everything every year. So it doesn't really change my job, my outlook on anything. Obviously, my biggest thing is for us as a team to have success around here because obviously we haven't had that in the past. And so I think that's my goal, everyone's goal, to go and do that. Like it's not nothing if we're not over here winning and doing everything we need to do. But definitely grateful. I have not known.
Tyler, when the coaches say it's live tackling periods, what goes through your head?
Preparation equals game time reality. The way you prepare in practice is the way you're gonna do it in the game. I've learned that ever since college. Practice execution becomes game like reality, and so that's just my mindset every single time. It's exciting. You want to be able to let loose and get right. So it's just exciting, really. That's it.
You guys didn't do that much past couple of years, right?
Not at all.
Jaquan had a similar response when asked about being used in different packages, saying it was like the next step he wanted to take in his career, and you kind of just said the same thing. Like, what does that do for the psyche of a defense, knowing that a bunch of you are going to be used in different ways than before?
I think it just makes him think harder, like, is he really doing his job, or is he back here, or is he to the right, left, is he playing nickel, is he playing safety, is he doing, like, you make the offense think a little more, is what I would say. So the skies and all the above, you just don't really know what you're ever going to get. So being able to have guys that can play any type of role is just, exciting as a defense,
What's one of the difficulties going up against a Ben Johnson coach scheme?
I would say just being on the details. You got to just extra be on the details because, he likes to add in those little wrinkles and little options, giving the receivers multiple choices to do this or that. So I know they're detailed over there, so we got to be even more detailed on the defensive side. So it's just making us iron on iron, making us better.
Have you found that to be more challenging in practice than last year?
I wouldn't say that exactly, but it's just two different schemes, Definitely a little bit. You just got better eyes, better this, better that. But like I said, it's just making everybody better overall.
On up down day, did you embrace that? What would you say your reaction was?
I did. It was definitely a surprise, and we're all kind of surprised, but definitely embraced it. It was good, fun. I kind of like the idea of doing that, kind of just paying your respects to the game and getting into it. But obviously, like everyone's a little tired before we're going to go do all our team stuff. But it's a part of the game, so it's all like mental. And so that's what he's teaching. And that's majority of the game is mental.
You and Jaquan always had good chemistry on and off the field. What's it like having him down in the box even more often now on the field?
I mean, usually he'd be on the other side of me, on the other side of the box. But I just know nothing get out on that side, nothing get out on my side. So if it's not coming run towards me, he gonna make the play, or man, TJ. And if it's coming towards me, I'm gonna go make the play, man or TJ. Like I just know it's gonna be confined in a tight box for sure.
What have you seen out of Nashawn Wright in the early week and a half of practice that has really surprised you, if anything?
You said with who?
Nashawn Wright.
He's just very vetted. You know, he's a good communicator. He's on his stuff. He got great technique. There's really just no drop off. I think he's been a great teammate, great player, and I just, it's exciting to watch him play and just jump right in the system. He's on everything, like another smart player that knows how to do everything. So it's easy to play with him, talk with him, and all the above.
You know, when you're trying to be a part of a defense that's really complex and then you've got creative roles for yourself, how do you guys reduce confusion through all the different things that you can move around?
Just communication. That's it. Communication just breeds understanding. That's the biggest thing. So over communicate, you can't ever be wrong.
Alright, thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.